honestly, I don't think it's a bad thing either. Like, you could still do an MDVA like PR, but like, I think separate state PRs is good enough at this point. But either way, we'll see how this plays out now. We're getting into loser semis here, Chillava versus Zexyyy, and we'll see how this plays out. So here's the thing, right? Like, Young Link's got all these projectiles to try and keep a character like Kirby out, but like, you got to be very careful about your placement of them because Kirby's so tiny, he can kind of go underneath some of them.
Catching Kirby in the air is really what's going to make the difference between like, Zexyyy not doing too hot and Zexyyy like just taking this game completely.
Oh, he was not ready for that recovery. That's actually super unfortunate.
A bit of a miscalculation from Zexyyy. God, Young Link has such safe moves. Like, he can just throw out that down tilt, spot dodge and do it again. Like, he's chilling.
Listen,
I
like watching Young Link, but I hate fighting this character. I hate fighting this character.
His frame data is so insane. Like, have you ever looked at his frame data?
Yeah.
It's a little bewildering, actually.
I was a big advocate for nerfs back in the beginning of this game, and people told me I was stupid, but this character is really, really good, and like, they never stop being good.
Right.
And now we got a lot of Young Link players who are doing really well in bracket now, but as we do see the stocks get evened up, and this is actually one of the things I think is interesting, right? Where like, Young Link's big factor here are the projectiles, because like, I honestly don't think Kirby does that bad against swordies for the most part, because as soon as he gets in, it's a bad time.
Yeah, that little foot can be a sword if it wants to.
Yeah. And there we go.
Great catch.
Oh,
yeah, he's just dead there.
That was huge.
Yeah. You know, I think it was really good of Chillava there that he just kind of caught Zexyyy panicking a little bit, trying to get back on the stage immediately. Good tether recovery from Zexyyy there, not really going for the same of the option.
Okay.
Gotta be careful here, yeah.
You know, this actually might be it right here. No! Goes a little too early, actually stalling the recovery. Super smart from Zexyyy.
Yeah, I do like that he like saved that jump until the very last minute to use it. Pulls out bomb, okay. This is his fail safe.
And the thing is there, right, is that Kirby's hitboxes there are really good, because even if he threw out the down air, and I think he tried to, like, it would, at worst, I don't think Young Link wins it. I think it's a trade straight up, because
I think it's a trade situation, too.
The way his feet stretch is just so weird.
And then he would do that weird little, like, thing that Kirby does.
Yeah.
I was about to say, you know, Zexyyy was pulling out his fail-safe, so it's just a little bomb.
Yeah, definitely.
Got put on stage, you know, off stage again.
Definitely a strong game one there from Chillava, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
Hey, you know, I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
Oh, yeah. I've never doubted you, my friend.
You'd be right to do so, though. Just, let's be honest here. But either way, yep. Oh, goes for the down air. Interesting. At that percentage with the forward throw, forward air still works, and you'd probably get a lot more damage out of that. But he definitely tried going for something a little sneaky.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to like get a little bit more follow-up. Maybe even a re-grab at that point.
Yeah, it was definitely, I mean, it was an attempt for sure, and it probably would have really worked if Zexyyy held in, because, you know, sometimes people like to hold in at any moment.
Sometimes we hold it in, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. So I don't blame him for that attempt, but man, he could have got a lot more out of it. But either way.
Good bomb. Unfortunate that he didn't really get much out of it, but he didn't fully commit to that, and he didn't get the fair because of it, which is interesting because Zexyyy typically will just commit to that. He knows what his confirms are.
So there we go, the back air. He's going to be able to go out there. Yeah, really. Oh, tough spot to be in.
Oh, Zexyyy
he's out of jumps.
Reversal on him.
Yeah, he's out of jumps. Oh, he fell out. No!
Zexyyy definitely wanted to save him there.
Yeah.
Honestly, if he had committed to that up B and just like killed himself off of it, but also killed him,
yeah,
like I think that would have been
it would have worked out. You're at 154, but you would take another stock out of it.
Yeah. Oh, he's going. He's going somewhere.
Hey, he heard it. He heard us. He's like, "Oh, you want me to commit? All right,
All right,
so you
I'm
commitment."
committing.
That should go on like his Tinder profile. Loves commitment.
He'll have to add it into his bio. Sorry. Oh my god.
Oh man, that was definitely one hell of a commitment though. I mean, he's got a nice little lead here, but 71%. You got to find a way back onto the stage.
Yeah.
Does find a way to do this though.
Oh, nice clean turnaround there into the back air.
All right.
Oh, just a little bit misspace.
Oh my god. I'm just realizing the down tilt up air do like 30%. Why is it like that? Oh my goodness. That is some character's best combo.
Chillava
is 30%.
So aggro right now, I feel like.
He kind of needs to. He recognizes where he's at percentage-wise, and he needs to close out this stock as best he can. There we go.
Yeah.
Waiting too long. Dash attack going to 2-frame.
That was really good. Camel Tournament's raiding. Thank you so much for the raid.
Let's go,
very
KML.
much appreciated.
I love KML. That's my goat.
All right, Chillava trying to put on that percent, that damage. Got to be careful, though, because Zexyyy can just do that, and it's over.
Yep. Ooh, the falling there. Okay, he didn't get any huge combo out of that, but that gave him space to work with. Now this is where things get a little scary. Okay, all you're taking is that reverse hit from the boomerang. This is super scary all of a sudden. 96%?
Yeah. That's
wow.
it. That's the set.
And that
right?
really...
No, it's best of 5. Never mind, it's best of 5.
It's best of 5? You said finals, so you lied to me.
So finals and also semi-finals, like loser semis at
cool.
least. I was lying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was about to call it out, too. I'm like, we really go from best of 5 to best of 3? You guys are slacking out here.
I'm sorry. I feel awful.
But that really just turned into a situation where, like Chillava had such a nice advantage state. It was really just coming down to execution test for Zexyyy.
Yeah.
If he made the wrong play, right, and Chillava was ready for it, that was it. That was game over.
Dude, Chillava turned up.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm turning up right now.
I mean, this is what Kirby can do, man. Kirby's like, he's like a weird high tier, low tier mix with the way he plays sometimes. Like it's pretty much every low tier in this game. They have weird high tier stuff going on, but they're obviously like not as good.
You know what's crazy about Kirby? I feel like Kirby's a decently popular character in general, but he's kind of a matchup check in this game.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like this character's got a lot of crazy stuff, and I mean that comes down to a lot of characters in this game. Like I know.
I mean, there's so many characters,
right, but like
obviously.
with like all the low tiers in this game for some reason. They are low tiers, but you have to respect them more than some high tiers because of the fact that they're able to do stuff like Kirby's doing, like Ganondorf, Little Mac. Like if you don't know how to fight those characters, they're gonna beat the heck out of you every time.
Oh, that was homie DI if I've ever seen it. It was like, yeah, sure, I'll go.
Yeah. Hey, you got this one, man.
You got it.
I'm down. I'm up 2-0. I'm down for an open game.
Oh, I like that he tried to follow up with a dash attack. Unfortunately, Chillava was just, DIing behind him.
That was actually a little scary there. That boomerang, he had to basically just coast around that.
Chillava trying to end it with this back air. That was a really quick dash attack out of parry.
That dash attack from Kirby's like really solid. We've already seen him take quite a few stocks with it in general, but like it activates really quickly. It goes quite the distance.
I do think he was maybe using it in a place where he didn't really use it.
Maybe.
That bomb just saved him, by the way. He was not gripping ledge there. Magnet hands.
I think, yeah, he was trying to find a back air like 2-frame. I don't know if that can definitely happen with Kirby, but I wouldn't be surprised the way that move works. But here we go. Yep, another one. Goes for the down air again. He knows something I don't know.
He knows something I don't.
I'm going to pretend I know.
This is... he's good, he's good.
Up throw?
Well, you know, he couldn't back throw. It wouldn't have killed there.
Oh, he got the turnaround grab. That's not what he wanted. Or he did want it, just didn't go far enough. But
oh, the scoop on that is egregious.
It
is egregious.
We don't need to talk about that move any further than saying it happened, okay? I will start to get visibly angry. I will start shaking. I hate that move.
Skip is red with rage.
Oh my god. There's a lot of things that Youngling does that just make me shake, like an angry Chillava.
Hey, you and Korean both. Oh,
But there we go, Chillava now finding a way to get that stock back and kind of in a similar position. Never mind.
Yeah. Returning boomerang is so good on Youngling.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of stops you cold. Like, you know, you get put in hit stun for just that split second, but it's enough.
Yeah, with how fast Younglink is, like it might as well just
you
be
are
all
already
you need.
dead.
Yeah, exactly. Omewa. But yeah, I mean, honestly, good stuff. I mean, we got Zexyyy waking up here a little bit, which is definitely what you want to see. You know, especially when you know, this is do or die for you at this point in the bracket. Especially when you're down, you were down 2-0, now 2-1. He's got to win these next 2 games. He wants to stay alive. So, I mean, Chillava doesn't have as much pressure on him right now. Like, you obviously don't want to deal with a reverse 3-0, and if that's on his mind, I mean, you're already in a bad spot.
Yeah. Can I just say, though, Zexyyy is the last line of defense Richmond has in this game. The rest is just, like, Harrisonburg and Seville. So... I'm not saying I'm biased here.
Yeah, it's okay. It happens. Honestly, the best casting comes out when you're biased.
No. So, you know, either one of them could win. They're both good players.
No, they are both good players. I mean, right now we're seeing Chillava up 2-1 on a Young Wing.
Yeah.
That was a great back air, though. He's been looking to call that option out a few times tonight. Just hasn't been able to find it. But there we go. Finally goes for the forward air. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think he just kind of realized that downer was not given. It was not working out.
He might have been able to extend it with a dash attack because of how long that move stays out. Like, sometimes players aren't ready to react immediately.
Even maybe the weak hit would have got, like, clipped him.
The worst case scenario, I think, is the weak hit. And, like, it just pops him up, but there's no real, like, no real heavy punish, I think.
Oh, just leaving those projectiles. Never mind.
Oh. You have to down
I had
tilt.
to say something there.
Yeah. It's okay. You know you're doing things right when you start cursing the game. That's some of your bias casting coming out, by the way. But right now, yep, it's a battle of the down tilts there. Both of them just trying to find the other one. There we go, scoops him up.
Yeah, this is going to be okay. Actually, good tech there from Chillava. Zexyyy can get a lot of follow-up from that. So.
See, he recognizes how strong of a lead he has, right? He does not need to approach, or he doesn't need to take risky plays. But there comes that forward smash, and I'm telling you, man, this is why Kirby's like a weird low-tier character, right? He's got crazy kill power, he's got crazy combos. It's just a matter of just getting that opening, and man, it's terrifying.
I think it's just like insane that he just did it again. Like, he F-smashed and he's missing, he was like, nah, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah. And Kirby used to be a top 2 character in the game back in the original Smash Bros.
Back in the day, yeah.
Basically, you take the kit he has now and then just make it really, really good.
Make it really fast.
Yep. Ooh, no!
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, what a tech!
Good tech. Off stage again, though. I like the tether. Oh, Chillava's doing a really good job of keeping the tether off stage here.
Yep. That was actually a good nair coverage we had earlier, too. Kirby's nair actually a frame 2, if I remember correctly. Or frame 3. It's really quick.
It's very fast, yeah.
I gotta double check now. I know he's got a frame, like, 2 jab, which is messed up.
It is frame 2. One of the few jabs that's frame 2 in this game. I think the other one is, like, zero suit jab. Okay.
Just barely clips him when he was crouching underneath it, or attempting to. But yeah, this is where
playing much more of a keep away game right now.
Zexyyy needs to try and take it easy here because, I mean, it's, again, last stock situation for him.
Oh, yeah.
That's not going to be enough, though. I saw you put your hand on the mouse.
I was like, oh, I'm going to change the score now.
But 120, this is the thing. Oh, he's just got to take his time. Goes for the down throw, just trying to push him towards the ledge. Oh, yep, looks for the back air. Out of the shield, not going to be able to find it.
Oh. How is he not dead? What does Chillava do? He knows something I don't.
Yeah, godlike DI. That's what he knows.
That's what he knows.
Don't.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Really good usage of the projectiles there to like keep Chillava in a space where he could just grab him. Something I will say is that, like, and it's a very quick adjustment that Zexyyy made, but I was about to point out how Chillava was doing really, really well at taking advantage of the fact that Zexyyy wasn't being super mobile with his projectiles. Like, he was just kind of standing in one place and throwing them out, and then Chillava was shielding, moving forward. Where in that last stock, I feel like he was like, oh, I can move while I do these, actually.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's the kind of thing when you're fighting Young Wing 2. You gotta learn how to bob and weave, you know, threading the needle through this onslaught of projectiles. Because, like, Young Wing's one of those characters that if he doesn't want to interact with you, he really doesn't have to. And
oh, for sure.
It's kind of hard to just not get hit by any projectiles with the way he works.
That's why I think Young Wing is one of the more jarring characters in this game, because he can play both games so easily.
Oh, he's super expressive.
And
right?
if he wants to, he can just, like, really change play styles.
But that's the thing about, you know, the difference between good Young Links and bad Young Links is how expressive you're able to be with your character. But that was a huge read, man. That forward smash has nothing to laugh at.
other out in neutral a little bit here. Zexyyy just kind of throwing out projectiles, trying to see what he can get out of it. I don't hate that Zexyy's playing the patient game right now, to be honest. Like, I know that he needs to take this stock, but that was a really well-placed, you know, little bear one into up smash.
Both, I mean, his forward air and his back air, especially just the first hit, they can lead into so much for him. Wow, that was actually a nice extension onto the platform as well.
Unfortunate that Chillava missed the punish on that tether grab, because that's got some lag to it for sure.
Yep, getting sucked right into the warp zone, yeah.
The last little bit of that.
The twister.
Like the commitment to the little jab. God, Kirby jab is so funny.
He's just working so
Little
hard.
karate chops.
Yeah. Big punish, yep.
Yeah.
Back air. Definitely a quick move out of shield, too.
Probably the only move that's really viable there, to be honest, because Youngling Guppy is ridiculous. I mean, he can really do whatever he wants out of that.
Yeah. I mean, I think he has a few moves he could have done out of shield there, but like the back air is probably definitely the strongest
Just did
option.
it again.
Oh, man, unfortunate. 82%. Trying to find a way in, but man, Zexyy's really starting to turn it up here.
He's putting up the pressure.
I mean, right now, like, you're not worried about taking the stock. You're worried about putting on as much percentage as possible, right? Because you know Chillava, if you play the game that you were playing with the first four, he's going to find a way to just beat the hell out of you.
Chillava, I think, is going to be looking for a back air here, or maybe a ledge trump back air. Yep, Chillava loves to do that.
Right now, he's definitely working hard to try and get in here.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Maybe catching this down, but that is going to be it. That's the set.
Honestly, Zexyyy really turned it up those last 3 games. A reverse 3-0.
I think at that point it was just out-frame data.
Yeah.
Like, he just kind of out-frame data.
The first, like, you kind of like lose the first 2 games. You're like, okay, obviously, I've got to play the less fun Young Link. But hey, it's all about the W's right now. I mean, 80 people entered today.
Yeah.
What's first place getting?
Oh, many dollars.
Many dollars.
Many dollars.
Many dollars and bragging rights. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I definitely don't blame anybody for playing a little less fun. But, you know, I mean, it's about W's at the end of the day here. So,
We also pay out up until 4th place, so
yeah.
you know,
So actually, that's a good chunk.
even if he didn't make it all the way,
Yeah.
if he didn't go the distance, he still, you know, gets venue back.
Yeah.
At least.